This
dashboard.
conference will now be
Okay,
recorded.
they are using the dashboard. So dashboard is your similar kind of, you can say that live chart, live graph. That is
Mm-hmm.
completely different from these graphs. These are only we using in our data science for machine learning
Mm-hmm.
purpose to validate our data, to check our data, and whatever the Tableau BI, that is all
Mm-hmm.
about your dashboard, users dashboard. Okay, dashboard means suppose have you seen the na, like KYC form bank
Mm-hmm.
KYC form, like
Yeah.
suppose your let's take an example of a civil score. Okay, so how they are visualized, like suppose we have 300 to till 900, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
give kind of dashboard. Your KYC civil score is good, average based on your number. They just
Yeah.
give you red, green, orange, yellow, orange, right? That is your
Mm-hmm.
dashboard. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is why we are using Tableau purpose. Like Tableau, they are live dashboard. You can see that we have historical dashboard. Suppose one user we have bank statement. Okay, so whenever you are log into your bank uh, account login, suppose not the account login, just take an example of your mobile operator. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
if I am using a Airtel, then if you are clicking how my monthly sale, how my monthly spend analysis. So you can see that they will give you kind of bar chart, like last month you are using this month you are using this. So that will be
Mm-hmm.
better understand, right? If someone in talking me like, if talking in like giving me some number. Okay, so as a technical person I can read, I can understand the data, but let's
Mm-hmm.
think about the users and the business users, like who are the non-technical purely. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't interested in the number, they just want to see their what my analysis would be. So what will
Mm-hmm.
happen now, we are creating a dashboard, maybe your pie chart, maybe your time series graph, maybe your pie okay now, any chart can be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is the different thing, like in Tableau and under for that you are using.
No, see, that's the use of Tableau, Tableau or
Yeah, 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 yeah.
any
Tableau,
BI
Tableau
system.
BI, correct.
But then, yeah, but then while doing all this ETL,
Hmm.
do we need to run these plots and all these things?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have plots in Tableau, but we don't use generally because if you have seriously kind of dashboard requirement, then choose Tableau, because Tableau is not the open source. It is a completely licensed one. For data science, we need only small validation. For that, if you are using Tableau, it doesn't mean any sense. It doesn't make any sense to use Tableau for this. You can use Python. Means it is like a small thing, so we can use this. Like Tableau is the, you will know that already. It is a costly license is very costly. Okay. So if you see that now dashboarding, what is dashboard? So I can show you. If you really want to learn, then Tableau has the 1 second. Follow this official site. You get lot of tutorial here, because this is a completely different domain. This is also related to data analysis, but completely you can say that. But there is a demerit of Tableau. You can connect database also. Okay.
I didn't get you. Get that.
Okay. Na? So Tejasvi want to see the what is the dashboard. So let me show you. You can use download this. This is also open source Tableau public, but do not download Tableau. This kind of, you can see that these are my dashboard. So in Python you cannot this particular dashboard type of dashboard you can create, but it is very complex and this code maintenance is high. So normally not prefer. We don't prefer. No one is preferring Python to create dashboard. Everyone using this business intelligence. Like we have Tableau, Power BI, we have ClickSense, ClickView, we have Ultrix is there. One of the very very costly. You can see that these are the dashboard.
Even in Power BI also we can use the dashboards.
Yes, Power BI also is Power BI also is your Power BI. You can download. It is open source. Okay. Tableau public is open source. Tableau desktop is licensed. Otherwise, one another tool is that if you're really interested in dashboarding, you can explore this also, Alteryx. But this is also very highly costly tool. I think in organization, very few organization are using this. Okay, because due to its price, because this is more costly than Tableau, Power BI. So mostly banking company
For
like
Power BI, what is the language?
not language. It is only drag and drop kind of thing. Power BI.
Okay.
Have you heard about Informatica? You seen Informatica or any kind of ETL tool? Have you worked on
Yeah. Business object.
Informatica? And so how we are working Informatica? It's completely drag and drop, right? We just map to the source data,
Yeah.
right? It may be CSV, and we just using the drag and drop, like joiner, aggregator, source, like router. These are drag and drop. So Power BI also this is similar kind of thing. Once you map your data, then it is completely drag and drop.
Every time whenever we want to use dashboard, that time we have to pay some amount for that usage.
Definitely not in a project. It is a company wide. Okay, so these are the completely business level talk. So like you mean, if really I'm think that okay, give me Tableau access, so that will not help you. There is some specific business justification, and your business will give you this kind of because they will purchase this. They will decide which tool they are like.
Tableau or options means depending on that business type.
Yeah, business type. Like lot of things are there. Business type. If someone is using like suppose if you are using cloud version of Microsoft, so definitely people are going for that one Power BI because that is also Power BI also is a Microsoft product. So this is completely business. Like if I am telling in my project, okay, give me Alteryx, I will use. So no one will give me because it's all about costing. But really, if you are interested, then try to learn this Alteryx. Definitely, it will give you a boost in your resume and your profile. Okay, this is the very latest one, and it has some advanced feature, more advanced feature than this one, Tableau and Power BI. Okay, if you want, I think we have also resource, Alteryx live training, self-paced training. Okay. So it has also a lot of free training material. So try this okay, if you're really interested for this one, visualization or dashboarding. But in Python, it is very difficult. This dashboarding part. Okay, you can do, but your code level is very complex. So sometimes it will break. Okay, so that's why I will not recommend to use Python.
But in data science, there is no use of dashboard. While we are purely working on data science.
Data science exactly visualize our data to check our data distribution. While in machine learning, okay, we require some stats concept. In this
Is
scenario,
any use of dashboard? Means data science is differently, different views, no? Both are
yes,
different views.
different view. So every project you can see now, we have three kind of. Whenever working with data science, we have three kind of roles. Okay, one is the data engineer, data scientist, and one is the BI. You can say that business intelligence. Okay. So these are for data engineer role is. So mostly you can say that data acquisition, data cleaning. Mostly you can see that working with. Okay. Data science only you can see that mostly like creating your models, tune your model, train your model. Okay. BI people. So whenever we working with data engineer or data science, so in every team, suppose data engineer work with both data scientist and BI team. So mostly. Okay. So they will provide the whatever your data, like from the different sources. They pick the acquisition the data, clean the data, and give it to the data science team and the BI team. Okay. So mostly data engineer. So this is the one kind of, you can see that when we are working with AI project, these are the three profiles: data engineer, one is the data scientist, one is the BI. So BI team is completely involving your dashboard. Okay. And data scientist.
Alok, where does Python basically get used in? Is it engineering or data science?
Both. Data engineering here is the main component, data scientist. Okay, but whenever it comes to the data engineering, so you have lot of options. Scala also and Python also. Okay, here also lot of things are involving. Like in data science also, there are lot of things like you need to work on cloud, because where you run your model, because your model you cannot run in your normal system. It requires sometime if you are we have, you know, na, CPU type. We have CPU and GPU. These are your concept, no? CPU is your like what our normal laptop is. That is run on CPU. But whenever you some kind of working on kind of image analysis and video analysis, so that time we need graphics card, like 10 GB, 4 GB graphics card, 10 GB graphics card server. So for that we are using GPU server. Lot of things. So data engineer work is like to maintain your like to work whatever your big data, to kind ETL, like applying the ETL logic, then maintaining your like maintaining the data quality, data cleaning. Data scientist position, you can see that like data scientist position mostly not only like creating model, tune them. Okay. Tune model, then train model on monthly or daily basis. Okay. The BI team only involving in the dashboard part. Okay, they are only doing the dashboarding, whatever is the data is there.
Again,
As
these
a being
dashboard is third-party tools.
Yes,
Again, this dashboard creation is like third-party tools like Power BI or something.
yes. Tableau, either ClickSense, either Power BI. Data engineering means here also you are involving a lot of like if you are using ETL tool, so ETL tool you can use Talent. Talent is also one kind of, either using Hadoop. In Hadoop, mostly this one with Spark or any programming language, either Python or Scala. Okay, then some kind of cloud one also coming, like AWS, GCP. And data scientist also like creating model, train model. Okay, the train model cloud or anything. Okay. These are the mostly you can say the problem.
Scala languages like Python. There are some
Yeah, Scala. No, same thing. It's like it is completely different from Python.
No. My question is what if we are using Python, right? For Python Panda is based on Python language.
Correct. I didn't get your question actually. Hello. Okay. Any other question? So here in data science also we are using this kind of one is the R. I think you already know this. Either Python or R or Excel. Anyone you can. But for automation purpose, we are using Python and R.
Can you repeat again? Actually, I lost
Okay.
audio connection.
Okay. So data scientist actually we are mostly using Python and R for automation. Otherwise you can do in Excel also same thing.
But if we are using Python Pandas and Scala, then what?
Yes,
We
Scala
can
is
take
the
it while using
yeah.
Python Pandas as a being
Yeah.
data science. As
Yeah,
you told,
either
any platform means we have to work on platform.
yeah, you can use Python, you can use R. R is the another language for statistical language. That is also you can use. Okay, or data engineer, you can use either Python or Scala. Scala is the another, you can say it is a completely different language.
Then which language is good while using Pandas? Means while working on library.
Yeah, Python is also good. That is completely depend, as I told you, that is completely depend on your project to project. Okay, like some project using Python, some project you find R. Okay, they are preferring R. So that is completely your depend on your
We should have
architecture.
knowledge of language.
Yes.
Means we should have knowledge of Spark, Scala, R also.
Yeah, this part for data science purpose, Spark, Python, Scala, if you have really Spark knowledge, that will be very advantage. But otherwise, you can do also like Python also good. Python is also enough. But today's, if you look to the today's requirement, so company want to the end-to-end knowledge from the data acquisition to creating modeling to deployment end-to-end. Sometimes they will some few company, mostly company nowadays, whenever you see the in Naukri data science jobs description, you will find Spark also. That's why, because they want, like today everyone need one kind of, you can say, full stack profile they are looking, like 1% you know and know end to end. Otherwise also only data science scientist for Python is also enough. But if you are looking at today's scenario, mostly company they are preferring. So if you know Hadoop, if you know Spark, so that will be definitely advantage to you.
Shall we start with the rest of them?
Yes. Any other question?
Yeah, look, Sushant here.
Yes, Susan.
Yeah, I have a question here. See, the example which you gave, okay, from the SQL, from the database. So you are writing the query and you are trying to get it to the data frame, and based on that, you are plotting it, okay. But that's what, like, you are hard coding here one definite requirement, like your query has, okay, select this one from this when this condition occurs. But that is not the real time scenario, right? Like in the every day there could be some changes for the conditions, right? So in that case, how you do? Like, you understood my question, right?
Yeah, got it.
See, if I have select column 1, column 2, when my condition is equal to 1, so that you have hard coded here within the codes, correct? Then you are bringing those back to your data frame, and based on the requirement which columns you want to plot, you are taking x is equal to df1 dot column 1, y axis is equal to df1 column 1. Then based on your plotting, you are doing correct.
Correct.
Now the next day, tomorrow, that requirement changes, right? And tomorrow the requirement will be changed. Instead of condition 1 in the query, there could be condition 2. So how do you do?
Yeah, that's I'm talking. That what you are looking for. Then you're looking for one dashboarding, not the visualization that I'm talking about. What your requirement is, that is completely based on your dashboard. You only need to visualize your data. Then for that purpose, you can use any dashboard tool. So dashboarding tool like Tableau, that you can do. Okay, but while as I told you, in for data visualization, for like Panda and Matplotlib, we only using for our development purpose. Okay, to create, while creating model, to check our data distribution. So whenever you are working with development, so you can do hard coded. There will be no issues. Because anyway, you are just checking your data set only at that time. Like then, and what your requirement is, like if it's changing on daily basis, then I think you should I think you are talking about dashboard part, like your entire what your like every day your content and every day your condition check, then you should go for dashboard tool.
No, I think my requirement. I think you could not understood. Like say for example, like, is it not possible? Okay, I'm going to run the same program, same code in Python, but I can change the parameters. Like I can pass some parameters to the Python code. So every day, like take the example of like for example, one reservation system, right? So they have something. Okay, today you are the user. You are coming and see, okay, what, like, how many reservations happened 1 week back, right? So that means from today's date you are going back minus one week, right? Then again tomorrow you come back at 8 a.m. to your office, and you want to produce the report. That means you are not creating one more program like the same thing. You are having that only one program.
Correct, got it. That's I told you what your requirement is. Users dashboard requirement, like every day user sees the visualize see the data is graphical on the daily basis. Whatever your data is, that I'm talking about. That is a completely your dashboard requirement. Okay, that is not you cannot do in Python for data science perspective. So Matplotlib and Seaborn, we only using for the data science perspective, not for completely BI tool. If you think that I write a Python program and use it for the dashboarding purpose, user visualization, that would not possible. So for that you can use this one, BI tool. That's why we have BI tool, Tableau, ClickView.
Whenever we want to create any mathematical model, or we have to deploy that model with our code, then any mathematical model. Then that time we required dashboard also. No.
Why we don't require dashboard? Dashboard is only for the users purpose, like users, like as I told you, that if I have suppose one data monthly sale, okay, and how I can show you, like what is your daily by spend analysis, like if I give you a comparison, so definitely I create a graph. That is the best thing, right? You can, using the graphs up and down, you can easily understand, like today I am, this is my spend, tomorrow is my, so mathematical model don't require.
Suppose I want to
So as I think you guys are confused. So Matplotlib and C1 only used for data science. So do not compare it with the dashboard part. However, what your requirement, Susanti, it is completely dashboard requirement. It is nothing to do with Python. So you can use nothing to, like, you cannot use the Python. It is only for data science purpose. Matplotlib and C1. You cannot use it for dashboard and screen like other things.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, Tejasvi.
So can you hear me? I
Yeah.
asked one question.
Yeah,
Suppose
I can get it.
Suppose I want to deploy one mathematical model for pharma, right? And pharmaceutical companies, like changing their soil type or weather type, water capacity, whatever. Then there is everyday change. There are means changes everyday changing. No? There is means type of soil, etc. etc. Then that time we require a dashboard or that
No,
type of
dashboard
method.
means
Means
how
sampling, etc. etc. We use over there. Na?
so obviously was there, but that is the complete your requirement. No? That is means how can I tell you you need dashboard? If your business required dashboard thing, definitely you are going to use. Okay then. Okay then. I think we are done. Okay. So yes. Yeah. What you told you your question, we can deploy mathematical model without dashboard. Yes, obviously. Dashboard is the completely different. Simple using Panda library. Yeah, you don't require not dashboard. In data science, we don't require this dashboard part. Dashboard is the completely different thing. Okay. Okay then, guys. I think we are done. So, if you have any query or question, you can write to support@powertech.com. Okay. Okay. And Aditya and Venkat, you both two are there. Okay, I need to discuss something with you.
Even Vishnu also. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Vishnu. Tell me.
Vishnu also enrolled for data science.
Data science. Okay then. You three are there. Okay. We will discuss this. Okay. And others, for others, like if you have really some kind of doubts or question, please write to support@powertech.
Okay. Yeah, look, yeah. Before I drop, I just want to ask you, because I was said that no, there will be some project also. So I do not know when you are going to start.
Project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me talk to support team.
Yeah. You please talk to Abhik. Say that Sushant was asking this question because they have given me this written, right? You know,
Sure.
this many hours, and then there is a 15 hours of project work. Something is given. So you just let me know or talk to them. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm hanging up right now. Thank you again.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, Abhishek, you have any questions? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Abhishek, you have any question or query? Okay, we'll come to our discussion. Okay, data science. So, Aditya, so what will be the course outline? Okay. First, we'll go to the data science life cycle. Okay. So, means what your end-to-end, like how your data science project life cycle is from beginning to the end. Okay. Then we go to the EDA analysis. So it is you can see that exploratory data analysis. So why it is required? First we do some exploratory data analysis, and why it is required we will learn that. Okay, why EDA is very important. Okay. Then is the feature engineering. Okay, feature engineering means here we are just getting the features. Features means here we are talking about columns. Okay. Suppose in my data set, okay, suppose I have 200 column. Okay, but for creating my model, I don't require the 200 column. I require the important features. Exactly like suppose if I am talking about I have a weather data set. Suppose I want to predict like tomorrow, like in tomorrow it is hot or rainy day. So I have suppose here I have 200 of columns. Lot of columns are there. So what are my important columns? I need to check that the weather like cloud, right? Sun, humidity also. Okay. Second. Cloud, you can say that humidity. Okay, what is my humidity? Okay, then the night temperature. So these are the specific means columns data we require. Right? We don't require the each and every column. So this is our one. This is my one feature. So how to select feature? So for that we are using correlation method and some independent and dependent variable. Lot of things are there. So we'll cover in this part, feature engineering. Okay. One feature engineering also, one is the cover is the how to divide your like test and train. This is also in a feature engineering. Test and train. Okay. Then we cover the states. Basic stats like algebra, probability. Okay. Once we cover this, then we go to the algorithm part. Okay. Okay. Once algorithm, then exactly how to implement this algorithm or states into Python. So as a model. So go to the Python. Okay, we take data set, problem statement, and use this algorithm using the Python. So Python, please install this library, sklearn. Okay, sklearn and this one also, NLTK. Okay. Then next thing, once you create your model, then how to deploy model. So for that we are using these two techniques, SageMaker and one is Heroku. Okay. So Aditya and Venkat and Vishnu. So this is our agenda for your data science. Okay.
And how many days are we planning?
It will take actually time. Okay. For this is one class. This is also taking. I will send you. I will estimate. Let me prepare this syllabus. Okay. And tomorrow class I will let you know the timeline. Okay. Already Python, I think you already know. So this is also similar kind of Panda. Like we have different functions. Okay. So mostly your concept area is these two parts, states and algorithm. This is also we done in Panda. So
And
this is
what
also
SageMaker?
SageMaker is the deployment purpose for the cloud. We have like how to deploy your model. If you are using AWS, we are using SageMaker to deploy our model. Heroku is the another open source. You can see that deployment platform to deploy your models and other projects. I will tell you both SageMaker and Heroku. Okay, because I am using this SageMaker. Like GCP also we can do, but GCP I am not really. I am not means I have no knowledge on depth how to deploy that model. So SageMaker and Heroku I can tell you. I think it is similar to in every cloud like Microsoft Azure, GCP. Similar concept is here deploying model.
Okay.
This is also we are using here also, as I told you, we are using Pandas. Okay, feature engineering also we are using Pandas. Pandas and the that one visualization part. Here exactly we are using Matplotlib or Seaborn. Okay. Probability and algorithm already we have sklearn libraries there. So for algorithm we are using this sklearn and NLTK. Already whatever algorithm, your probability, algebra method are we are using this. Again here we are using Python. Okay. And this is completely your you can say that admin kind of configuration only. Okay. So this is our okay. So tomorrow then we start from this one, data science lifecycle, and I will share you the detailed syllabus and the timeline.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So same time, Venkat, Vishnu, and Aditya then tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.